All right, so today we're going to dig into something pretty wild. We're going to follow the journey of how a simple, raw text file of ideas born from, let's say, the mud of pure hustle, can actually blossom into a fully automated AI-powered empire. We're going to trace the path from that gritty, street-level thinking all the way to a polished, scalable system. So let's actually start at the end of the story. I want you to see the fully bloomed lotus first. This right here, this is the final, polished corporate vision. We are so far beyond simple chatbots here. We're talking about incredibly sophisticated, autonomous systems that are built for the enterprise world. But to really appreciate that beautiful flower, you have to understand the mud it grew from. And this was it. This was the original ethos. It's gritty, it's direct, and it is all about the hustle. Forget the corporate speak for a second. This is about outsmarting the market, not outworking yourself. And that really is the central question here, isn't it? How in the world do you bridge the gap between a raw mandate, like Flip Smarter, and a high-level corporate concept like agentic orchestration? How do you take all that raw energy and channel it into a powerful, automated engine? Well, to find that answer, we've got to get our hands dirty. We have to start in the mud, and that's this first section. This is the raw material, just a simple master list of hustle hacks where the project's core DNA was first written down. This quote just captures that mindset perfectly. It's about putting in maximum effort to get maximum results. This high-energy, almost aggressive philosophy, well, that's the nutrient-rich soil that everything else is going to grow from. And these weren't just some motivational slogans, The ideas were surprisingly systematic from day one. I mean, look at the focus on using market data, on finding these little hidden efficiencies, and, this is the most important part, on building scalable systems with that flip factory formula. The seeds of the automated empire we see later, they were planted right here, in this list. So next up, we get to the germination phase. This is where those raw ideas from the master list are taken, formalized, and actually planted into a serious blueprint for a multi-million-dollar business. And the ambition here it's just staggering. We are not talking about a side hustle anymore. The goal is over $5 million in recurring revenue within a year and a half. This is the scale of the lotus they plan on growing from that one tiny seed of an idea. The core concept driving all of this is accountable autonomy. This isn't about just building an AI and letting it run wild. No, the entire plan revolves around creating an AI that is incredibly powerful, but also governed, controlled, and ultimately safe enough for big companies to use. And this security, it isn't an afterthought. It's a proprietary 3-tiered protocol baked right in. You've got biometric gates, you have autonomous watcher agents. This whole system guarantees that the powerful AI never goes off the rails. You can think of it like the protective shell for that growing seed. Okay, now we get to see the germination in action. The abstract plan starts to grow some technical roots. This is the part where that raw hustle mindset gets engineered directly into the machine. Which, brings up a really fascinating technical question. It almost sounds like science fiction, right? How do you actually give a piece of software a distinct personality and a way to remember its own logic? Well, the answer is so simple, it's brilliant. It's a markdown file. A text file. This is essentially the agent's DNA. And just look at the tone they specify. High energy, aggressive, and highly efficient. That grind on max energy from the original list is now literally coded into the AI's core identity. And the agent's memory? It's not magic. It's just fantastic engineering. A dedicated SQL table saves something called a thought signature, basically the AI's reasoning, for every single decision it makes. This makes the system's logic traceable, auditable, and it lasts over time. Okay, the seed has officially sprouted, and right here we get to see the bloom. The system evolves from being purely logical and technical to being creative and visual, and it does it all on its own. This creative leap is powered by a tool called Nano Banana. It's an image generation model built for speed and creativity, and it's really good at rendering clean text inside images, which is going to be super important for what comes next. Now this is a little piece from the actual prompt they use to generate the visuals. It's so descriptive you can almost see the final image in your head, can't you? This is the aesthetic of the bloom. It's energetic, chaotic, positive, and it's all rooted in this very specific style. And here it is, the entire automated pipeline in action. A new idea hits the database, the AI generates a plan. The Nano Banana model creates a unique, branded mascot for it. The image gets uploaded to the cloud, and the link is saved right back to the database. There is zero human interaction here, from an idea to a fully branded asset in just seconds. Now that is the flower in full bloom. And finally, the flower sheds its seeds. Because a system this powerful isn't designed just to operate. It's designed to scale, to replicate, and to create new value way beyond its original purpose. So how does it create all this new value? Through a diverse revenue engine. This isn't just one product. It's consulting services, software licensing, something called governance as a service, and even success fees based on client results. Every single one of those streams is another seed being planted for future growth. This slide just brings the entire journey full circle. It started with one person's effort, a bunch of manual tasks, and some raw ideas. And it evolved into scalable systems, fully automated workflows, and enterprise-ready intellectual property. The mud has well and truly become the lotus. And what's crazy is, this was the goal all along. Hidden deep in that original master list is this final hack, the Juice Legacy Protocol. The ultimate vision wasn't just to make some quick money. It was to build something that lasts, something that could turn simple flips into generational stacks. Which leaves us with this final thought. We've just seen how one project did it, by translating raw energy into a governed system and then automating it to the moon. But it really makes you wonder, right? What kind of raw ideas are sitting in your own text files, just waiting to be planted?